On October 1st, 2021, the alert level at an Italian volcano which had not erupted since 1890 was raised from green to yellow by government scientists. The volcano in question is known as Vulcano, which as of the making of this video is still actively venting a sustained plume of gas from its summit fumaroles. On October 13th, a further development occurred as several evacuations were ordered for people living close to the volcano. You might at first think that this implies an imminent eruption, but this is not truly the case. These people were evacuated as dangerous levels of carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide gas were detected around several homes. The concentrations of these gases was at or exceeding long-term lethal exposure levels and had already caused several people to become ill. These gases are originating from a shallow intrusion of magma which in recent weeks had reached an increasingly shallow depth in the overall volcano. The gases escape from the magma, then travel to the surface through various paths of least resistance such as faults and fissures. The areas which now have unusually high levels of carbon dioxide in the soil are marked on screen. Although magma is clearly on the move, it does not necessarily mean that an eruption is imminent. A similar situation occurred within the Long Valley supervolcano from 1980 to 1982 and then again in 1989. Magma intruded into the crust at unusually shallow levels beneath the Mammoth Mountain volcano at the western edge of the much larger volcanic complex, leading to sustained emissions of carbon dioxide from its edifice. Although the intrusion of magma has not moved since, the emissions of carbon dioxide gas have remained in the volcano, causing the gas to pool at dangerous concentrations in low-lying areas. This has led to large amounts of dead trees as very high levels of carbon dioxide are actually detrimental to plant life. Although what is ongoing at Volcano is somewhat different, it could lead to a similar outcome. The levels of carbon dioxide gas might eventually decrease back to normal levels or remain for many years to come. Thus, the people who have been ordered to evacuate should know that they may need to remain away from certain sections of the island for an extended period of time, which could exceed several weeks in duration. In addition to sustained gas emissions, increased earthquake activity is continuing beneath the volcano. This is once again due to the movement of magma. More specifically, these earthquakes occur when magma causes small sections of overlying rock to fail. Based on the evidence available, I would estimate the intrusion of magma to be about 10 kilometers in depth with a volume of 2 to 3 million cubic meters of molten rock. This intrusion of magma has also pushed the ground overlying the intrusion upwards slightly, totaling about 3.5 centimeters. Although this may not sound significant, totaling only about a millimeter of uplift each day, the opposite is the case. If uplift continues at this rate for a period of several more months, then an eventual explosive eruption is nearly certain. As it stands right now, seismic and gas activity at Volcano has slightly decreased over the past week. Whether this represents a long-term trend or just a short-term blip remains to be seen. Approximately 9 times out of 10, intrusions of magma do not result in a volcanic eruption as they solidify before they reach the surface. Due to the small volume of material involved, it also appears that this intrusion will not reach the surface. Of course, although highly unlikely, an eruption is still technically possible. In conclusion, if you live on Volcano, I would be concerned but not imminently worried that the volcano is going to erupt. I hope that you enjoyed this video.